When I was in secondary school, the Radaba school in Ghana was at Chimota because they had swimming pool. So when you go to, Philip Shaw and Code, they were playing cricket and doing swimming.
Yeah,
3 towns they were swimming, but they were swimming in the sea. So they were not packed.
No, see, honestly, they used to make a lot of noise about that their swimming pool.
Yeah.
These days, they are even underselling it. Those days,
Hey,
I had an older
serious.
brother. He never let me sleep.
Motown.
Do you play cricket in your school?
As if
you
cricket
swim?
was some badge of honor. I think the swimming was more serious because swimming is an important skill. Like as we grow, we realize that a lot of the skills that we, at least me, I don't know how to swim. We have to get our kids to swim, right? So Achimota School had a swimming pool and they used to boast about it. Philip Ashon, when we were even working at Citi, every week he's talking about swimming and how they were diving and things, So the good thing about swimming though is that it's no longer a dadaba sport.
It's an essential life skill.
Yes. So which is also progress because many years ago only Dadabi people and then people like Sky could swim. So the Sky version were those who lived close to the sea and they had to swim by necessity, or those who live by the lakes. The rest of us who are Accra and Kumasi people, we can't swim unless our parents have some extra.
I still can't get over the fact that Sky said he's a traditional swimmer. It's stuck with me ever since.
His argument is that he can swim in the sea, and I'm told actually that swimming in the sea may not be as difficult because the water is more salty, and because the water is saltier, floating is easier. But in freshwater swimming, the water has no salt, and therefore, and because salty water is more dense, you float easier. That doesn't mean you probably swim easier. It just means you float easier because you are swimming against the tide, so it can be more difficult. Which is why there is no correlation between our best swimmers and proximity to the coast, right? Because if countries that do well in international swimming had anything to do with swimming, then people from Adafia, Keta, and those places should be the best swimmers, but they are not part of our swimming association.
Are they discovering them though?
I don't know. You go to Elimina, they go Edina Bakatwe, they do this this thing, what do you call it? Regatta. But when you go to Olympic Games, Oxford and Cambridge people are rowing, and our people are not there. So there's a difference between what you do traditionally and what you do professionally.
True.
Which I want to just throw at you. But luckily for us, we are bringing traditional, professional, seawater, freshwater, dadaba, which other one they call it? Pechepe. All together in our swimming championship. So for the first time, all talented swimmers within a certain age bracket can show what they can do. Whether you learn to swim in the sea, in the fish pond, or the swimming pool. This weekend, they can win a medal. And by so doing, prepare themselves possibly for being picked for a future Olympic event. As I speak to you, we are preparing for the All Africa Games at Legon. We have an Olympic-sized swimming pool there. So by the time we finish with our swimming this weekend,
we'll discover.
You'll be surprised.
Somebody would have made their time.
Somebody
would have made their time.
Yeah, but on a different note, the other rivalry was in Fantipim and Achimota. And I think on the swimming, Achimota has won. Because you are the first school in Ghana, but you didn't train swimmers. So if you are looking for people to go and represent Ghana at Olympics, people will not help us.
So is it a place we say, hey, we have trained enough athletes for you. We have given you Razak Pimpo. Do you know Razak Pimpo? We have given you Derek Boateng. It's enough. We have given you Aziz Zakari. So
Aziz is for Kabuchi.
Oh yeah. So you can let the others also take care of the rest.
So you gave us JJ the fighter. He was also a boxer.
Who?
JJ Ronnie.
No, that's Achimota.
Yeah, Achimota.
No, this guy went to Phantom School.
You want to?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they don't have a swimming pool.
Oh, unfortunately.
Yeah, but he can swim.
You can swim
because he's the Dadaba.
Oh, I see. Good.
But you can swim because you are a Jabba. So we are all the same.
Yeah.
Sky can swim because he has hard upbringing. Benjamin can swim because he's a Dadaba. But all of them. So tell me, is this Friday or Saturday or Sunday?
So Sunday.
Saturday,
Sunday. So registration begins at 7 in the morning, and then the swim events begin at 9.
All right.
Yes. So what's going to happen is that there will be advertisers with their various wares advertising their stuff in there. Swimmers will come in with their guardians, their parents, and
what ages are we looking at?
Oh, we're looking at between 10 and above.
So from 10?
Yes. As young as 10. So we have 10, and between 10 and 12, we have the 13 and that bracket, and we have 14 and above. So anybody who's above 14 and can swim, it's great. But ideally the pool of swimmers we are getting are relatively young. So as of now, we have 167 swimmers. So
167 swimmers have registered.
Yes, yes.
Of various age categories.
Yes. We have 11 swimming clubs taking part in this.
There are swimming clubs in Ghana.
Yes, we have 11 of them. We have the Marlins, we have the Legon Sharks, we have the African Sharks, we have the Kumasi Sharks. It be serious matter. It be serious matter. We have the
Kumasi Sharks. But there's no something there.
Charlie, we have the Kumasi Sharks. They are very serious people, Charlie. They are coming through. We have the Tema Seals. We have the Torpedo. We have GH Aquatic Masters.
GH Aquatic Masters.
Charlie. We have the Monarch Swimming Academy. We have the Turtle Swim School. We have the Alpha Swim School. And then we have the Gayak Swimming Club.
So these are 11 swimming clubs bringing members in addition to people registered individually.
I mean, most people are in swim clubs. We have very few individuals registered.
This guy, we are not serious.
No. The swimming association or the swimming community in Ghana, I believe, is very organized and very close. I mean, they've organized about 4 or 5 meets already this year, like different competitions. And always, like, we always sit behind our microphones and say most associations and fraternities are interested in traveling and going for competitions. Not in the development. They are the direct opposite.
Development.
Like, they are developing. And I would say that in the last 3 years, swimming has made like serious leaps in this country. And so it only makes sense in the current context of things. Black Meteors, group stage exit. Black Stars, group stage exit. You know,
so maybe our hopes can be in swimming.
Look at swimmers. And I love what Citi TV and Citi FM is doing because we always sit here and say, well, we sit back and watch the talent pool go dry. Now we have the likes of Abeku Jackson and Kaya Forson competing.
I remember when Abeku was doing the recent Olympic Games. I was working the news university. I think he won his first heat.
He won his first heat.
Charlie, the way people were screaming in the newsroom, I thought we had one gold. And that gives us hope.
And see how much excitement there was behind that. What's happening is that we have the possibility of discovering the next batch of swimmers.
The next Abeku Jackson.
Yes, because like I told you, a majority of our swimmers are really, really young, between the ages of 10 and 14, actually.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's a lot of room for growth. This is one of those big opportunities. They are excited about it. I was hoping to bring a couple of them here, but they'll be on TV.
Their potential exploits.
Yes, they'll be on TV, so you can tune in for that.
So it's Saturday and Sunday from 7 a.m. We have 167 swimmers of various ages. So this is under 20.
Yeah.
So you are basically aged between 10 and 20.
Yeah.
Different categories.
Yeah.
Are they going to do specific styles? Is it like butterfly?
So yes, we leave that to the swimming clubs. What happens is we send out a registration form, and then the swimming club takes care of the categories that the various swimmers want to swim in. So you know the strengths of your swimmers. You register them for either the butterfly, breaststroke, backstroke. You know what they want to do. So not every swimmer is doing every event, but at the end of the day, we will award the overall best swimmer. We award the swimming club with the most winners on the day. So a lot of individual awards, a lot of group awards as well. There's something for everybody, but yes, with the events, individuals select what they want to participate in.
And this is happening at the Senate Emporium.
Yes, the Trust Sports Emporium, they call it.
Is that an Olympic-sized pool?
It is. Standard Olympic-sized
So that's 50 going, 50 coming?
Yep.
That's big. So that's the same as the Legon one?
Yep.
All right. The Bema Camp one, is it Olympic-sized?
I don't think so. I'm not too sure, but I don't think so.
The Bema Camp swimming pool. Sky, you see, the difference between a Daraba swimmer and you is that even though you can swim, you don't even know the technical names of the stars. You see, that's what I'm saying. You see, being a Daraba is good, but it's not being a Jabba is not good.
Well, I don't think that is no good.
It's not. You know why?
That's one other way of looking at it.
So you know, there's freestyle, which is I think the style you use.
Well, it depends on. You do so many things in the water.
Okay. Then
you are doing so many things. Then you're not swimming.
Wait, hold on. What's your preferred swimming style?
Oasiano Chifumala.
Yeah, so that's freestyle.
You know, and you don't know.
No, so
you see what I'm mentioning, you understand.
No, don't try and confuse me.
Yeah.
You are saying that you dive into the water like this, and then you do this.
No,
but this one, that's butterfly.
That's
butterfly.
That's butterfly. Because that's butterfly. Okay.
That's butterfly. Then you start swimming like this. So that's freestyle.
Then come on, go ya.
That's freestyle. Then there's also something they call the breaststroke. The breaststroke is like Godfrey, show me.
It's basically powered from your neck. muscle.
Yes, the
You
breaststroke.
see, so you clear the path under the water with your arms, but it's your neck.
Your neck is
that does
moving.
the swimming.
Me on a more curtain.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Wait, take your time. So you jump into the water and you do. So it means you start with the breaststroke.
No, he combines everything
No,
and
all
ends
the
with the
techniques.
You
freestyle.
jump into the water, you have to do it like that. And then do it.
Like a fish.
Yes.
But when you do, you spread the water with two arms.
That's
That's typical butterfly.
okay.
But then is that butterfly?
He's mixing the styles. You see, the thing is, when he gets into the water, it's not like he says he dives.
He dives and then he moves a bit in the water.
Yeah,
before
because you
he
have
start-
to, because there's a process to
Yes.
propel you.
picking
So,
up momentum.
so when you propel yourself, do you spread the water, your arms out wide?
Yeah, so if you are under the water,
Yes.
if you are under the water, your head is buried.
Bernard, don't confuse him. He swims freestyle. That's the only style he swims.
As a consistent swimming
That's a
style.
consistent swimming style.
Okay,
He
okay.
swims freestyle.
And
He
then
doesn't do the butterfly
Yes, so-
is the one over the head.
Yes, the
So
butterfly is
over
not
the-
over the head.
Over
So,
the head,
so what you actually say is that you swim freestyle,
Yes.
which is the fastest.
Which is the
So usually
fastest.
when you look at the times, when you look at the times for the Olympics, if they do 100-meter dash, the fastest time will be the freestyle. Because I think that's basically shoulder
That's the
based.
standard.
That's shoulder based, and it sort of uses your torso. The breaststroke and the butterfly are more technical.
Technical, I see.
They are more technical, and the backstroke is probably the most difficult.
That's when you turn your
Because-
back.
That's an experienced swimmer
you are-
doing the
Your
backstroke.
feet, your feet
Yes.
are propelling you, but your hands are equally.
And your face
So
is
I'm
upwards.
I'm
Your
I'm
face is
I'm,
upwards,
I'm
it's
thinking that this weekend we'll see a lot of freestyle because freestyle is for the time, and then usually when I watch the Olympic swim, what I like is they have the mixed relays, where that's one of the most technical. So somebody comes and does freestyle, then the person he takes over from does another style. It's very complicated, but those things show you the technicalities involved.
Yeah, and then also the capacity to stay underwater.
Yes.
Is one thing that teaches you about endurance.
Endurance, yep.
So, for instance, I mean, if you go to and let me say good morning to Gostheim Kluche or Cyril Kluche, former, we grew up.
Okay, God's time. Real quick, God's time, Kluche, as if it's a normal name.
Frankly, like Benu, those days you
Ghost
go,
time,
you
ghost
go
time.
to the Vahuame. When you go to the Vahuame,
Ghost
to
time,
catch
Kluche.
fish, which is fish hiding under the water, you have to dive in there and stay under.
Okay, and catch it with your bare hands.
Yeah, that's right. You catch it, they cut them. Sometimes you put them in your mouth, cut them before you come up. So it is your
breath control has to.
Yeah,
be
you have to be
supreme.
on point.
So it means you can do underwater synchronized swimming. And
Oh
things.
yeah, that's right. Because you dive in there to go and catch mugo placha, the big.
But can
Yeah,
you see?
diver.
Wait, can you see under the water?
Yeah, you can.
Hey, Charlie, you are wild, though.
But how many seconds are we talking about here? How long are you staying on
As
it?
long as necessary to actually take the
kidding
fish
me.
away. Oh yeah, sure.
No, I think we should make him a special judge. Just for the, it's
This your backstroke is your
Just for shagaisms.
you probably know it, but you haven't taken cognizance of it. So it's Saturday and Sunday, and I'm excited about this. You know why? Because later on today we are talking about sports, and one of our beefs is the lack of interest in development, grassroots. All right, you are talking about how you have a swimming association, a number of swimming clubs, and they are looking at people who are age 10.
Yeah.
Imagine, you see how the Jamaicans celebrate under 12 athletics, under 16 athletics. It's like if we prioritize under 10 sports of any kind, it will be our quickest way into.
There's literally a swim league
Look at
as
that.
we speak. There's a swim league. So, like I'm saying, they've already held more than 4 meets this year. So they have been very active. They've been pretty serious. A couple of them have traveled out for some competitions as well. But yes, we expect a good turnout. A lot of the active swimmers will be in here, and I'm saying we are hoping to discover somebody.
I'm
somebody
sure on
new.
Panorama on
Yeah.
Friday you will make a quick plug for it
Yep,
as well.
yep,
And I want to commend you and the team for putting this together. It's really, really powerful to support a sport that has potential. A sport that has potential. And if we put the right resources in there, as I've been listening to people talk about sports, it's discovering them young, giving them access to enough competition
Yep.
to get to a point where they can compete. So one of the problems with Ghana is even though we have the talent, our athletes don't get to compete regularly. And if you don't compete, you can't work on your time, you can't work on your whatever. So I think it's very important that we started this. Who knows where it will go? So congratulations. So Saturday and Sunday. By the
Sunday.
way, can people register between now and Saturday? Or it's too late?
No, registrations have closed.
Registrations over, okay.
Yes, so we're just basically tying up everything else, we are just about ready for the competition. It's 9 to about 4 p.m.
Wonderful. Will there be food there for us to eat?
Yes, there will be.
I'm told you can't eat to
No,
swim or
not
something like
not
that.
free food. There will be food sold. So if you want to get some food to eat, there will be food.
No,
that's
yeah, I
being
mean, food
sold
I will
around.
buy.
Yeah, so you can get something to eat. But
Yeah.
you know, like you're saying, when it's swimming, you don't want people eating a lot.
No,
of
the swimmers are professionals,
Yes,
but we
so-
are not coming to swim. We are coming to
Yeah,
eat.
so there will be something like that. So for,
So-
for those of you who also want to observe, you can come to the Trust Sports Emporium. There will be seats for you. Yes, come out
You
there.
can
come
also
and
bring
join.
your kids who are learning
Yes.
to swim
Indeed.
to come and see why you are stressing them. You know, I'll try and bring some of my guys to come and see, because when you tell them to go and learn swimming, they think,
Yeah.
come and see people of your age swimming.
Yeah.
And doing it well.
10-year-olds, 11, 12, 13-year-olds swimming. So I think the oldest person is just about 34, 35. That's the oldest person. That's about just one person.
Yeah.
So yes, that just tells you the
So if you have kids who are young and you are teaching them to swim and they are slowing down, let them come and observe and see what is possible, so that it will motivate them to swim better. So everybody is coming. It's open to the public. We don't pay to come,
is,
right?
yes.
Wonderful. So
there'll be handed certificates, medals, and some people earn trophies as well.
100%.